Graham Torrington in the morning. Check. The stories you'll never forget.
BBC Radio Bristol.
Now, you're going to find this hard to believe, but as a child I was really, really shy. And in fact, most people who work, at least on radio presenters, tend to be shy people. But, you know, we bring out our, I suppose, unshy side, if you like, actually out on the radio. And I'm joined this morning by Emma Connor. Emma, thanks very much for coming in this morning.
Thanks for having me.
You're going to be taking part in something which is coming up this weekend, which is called Freedom to Shine. We'll talk about that a little bit in a moment. You've actually been through shyness yourself, haven't you?
Yeah, I have suffered in the past with social anxiety, kind of all my life. What's called social anxiety disorder.
Right, explain exactly what is that? I mean, so, you know, it's a big term, but what does it mean in everyday speak?
It's just a very extreme form of shyness. It's the worry of being judged by people, sort of overly judged in everything you do.
Okay, so you know, I remember being at school and having great ideas inside my head and wanting to be vocal. There's always somebody in the classroom that's very vocal and will say what they want to say. And I'm kind of thinking, well, I've got a great idea, but I would never be the one to put my hand in the air and say, I've got this great idea, let's do this and let's talk about it. And I feel really, you know, closeted with that. And it used to be a bit of a problem for me. Would you say that was the same sort of thing for you?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. If you're socially anxious, you just don't give your opinion on anything. You just hide your personality.
But although you want to, don't you? It's burning inside you. You want to say it.
If you don't do it, but
you can identify with what.
Yeah, definitely. It's the intense fear of what might happen if you put your hand up if you were wrong or if you go red.
Did you ever put your hand up though in days like? Because I did occasionally, very occasionally. I felt so good after it.
I don't think I ever put my hand up, but there was one time where the teacher asked me a question. I actually felt, I think I know the answer. I'm going to answer it. As soon as I started to talk, someone was like, don't ask her. She can't talk. And they automatically kind of shrunk back and didn't answer.
Dreadful. Dreadful. Now, I know you suffered a certain amount of bullying at school, didn't you? Similar sort of thing, really?
Well, yeah, it was kind of verbal things. I never had any friends in school, so I always used to walk around by myself and not really say one word in school. And it's just, the verbal things that people used to say to me. And
other youngsters can be just dreadful, can't they? There's you going through your school life without any friends, maybe in the playground, whatever, and they'd say, call you horrible names. How did you deal with it?
My mind just went totally blank of things I could say back to them. I think I just kind of thought, that's how people see me, that's who I am, and I kind of just shrunk into myself. Were
your parents aware of this?
I don't know, I think they were, but I didn't really talk to them about it because I just thought it was me. I just didn't think there was anything wrong. I didn't really understand. But when I was about 15, my mum knew that I was being a bit bullied on the school coach.
Right.
So she got me a child psychologist, so yeah.
Okay, and how's that helped for you? Because I'm kind of guessing you're not shy today. Here you are, talking on BBC Radio Bristol today, quite openly talking about shyness. How good is that for you to get to that point now where you can talk? And somebody wants to listen to you as well.
It's really, really good. I think it was all to do with like finding a passion in my life and just being committed to letting other people know about it. It just took all that anxiety away and... it's really good.
Now, you're using what you've been through to actually help others, aren't you? So
I am,
Tell me then about Freedom to Shine, which is going to take place this weekend.
Well, after I found a support group in Bristol in 2005, I met loads of friends, and that was really good for me. And then after that, I started street dancing, and I found that it really made me self-expressed and gave me that passion for life and just let me let go of anxiety and building confidence. So, and I'd done a bit of drama and singing as well. So I thought I want to create an event for people with sort of similar problems, so they can take part in singing, dance, drama, and art and creative things, so they can focus on expressing themselves rather than being anxious and not being able to express themselves.
So that's part of what's going to happen this weekend.
It is.
Okay, so what time is it and where does it happen?
Okay, well, it's happening at the Greenway Centre in Southmead on Doncaster Road, and it's from about 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
Okay, and for anybody who can identify with some of the things that you and I have been talking about this morning, what help is available for them actually on Saturday?
Well, we've got lots of different workshops. I've got sort of laughter therapy, dance movement therapy, I've got singing therapy, And all the workshop leaders are, a lot of them have identified with social anxiety. And so I've made it a really safe environment for people so they can come along, sort of practice letting go of themselves in a safe, supported environment, so there's no pressure to do anything.
Is there any age barriers at all here?
No, I've opened it up to all ages.
All ages.
Yeah.
So if you can identify with, maybe you've been through your schooling and still later on in life that you still have shyness, for want of a better expression here, there's help for you. And how good is it for you now, Emma, to say that you do have friends?
Oh, it's amazing. It was just the most liberating thing to say that I finally had friends of my own that were my friends. So yeah,
it must be fantastic. It really must. You went through all that time without having friends. So it's great stuff. It really is. It's taking place then. Just to remind you, it's on Saturday from 9:15 in the morning. Yes.
9 o'clock to 5:15.
9 o'clock, 5:15.
At the Greenway Centre.
Okay. Well,
people can buy tickets on the day, but I've got a website if they want to know.
Yeah, give us the website.
www.freedom2shine.co.uk.
Okay, and I've got that information in front of me. So if you didn't manage to get that down, give us a call here at BBC Radio Bristol, and I'll gladly pass it on to you. Emma, thanks for coming in this morning, and all the best with it on Saturday.
Thank you very much.
Let's go, girls.